you should never go to the doctor. Okay, that's right. That's what I said. I said you should never go to the doctor. And there's a really good reason behind that. Let me tell you why. Do you ever notice you're not really sick? I'm not talking about having a cold. I'm not talking about having a runny nose. It's obvious when you have that, your body lets you know when you have those things because you're blowing your nose into a tissue, so you get an idea, okay, my nose is runny and I got to catch that before, it goes away. So I need some tissues to catch it all and blow my nose and whatever. But you never realize you're really sick until you go to the doctor. And that's why you should never go to the doctor, because you don't need that negativity in your life. That's right. So, all right, so let me give you a quick example, all right? So my wrist kind of hurts and my bone over here, and I don't understand why I felt a little bit weak, and then my shin felt the same way. I'm bending down like I'm going to show you my shin, but I can't show you my shin because I'm sitting down, and there's a table right here, and I think I just touched the microphone. But anyway, so the point is, for all I know, I have osteoporosis, or however you pronounce that word. It's a big word, more than 3 syllables, I think, so it's difficult for me. But anyway, you know what? I don't have osteoporosis, whatever the hell it's called, unless I go to a doctor who can tell me I can have it. So in the meantime, it means I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine. I'm great. In fact, there was one time, this is how I learned my lesson, all right? I went to the doctor years ago. Years and years and years and years and years ago. And they took a little bit of my blood, which made me a little bit nervous because I didn't know if they were going to give it to the government, but I wasn't as intelligent back then and as wise as I am today, so I was tricked. So I gave them a little bit of my blood, and they gave me a call a few days later and told me I had high cholesterol. So let me be very clear here. I did not have high cholesterol before I went to the doctor. No, I did not. I did not. See, because nobody told me I had high cholesterol, so that means I didn't have high cholesterol. So that's why I don't like going to the doctor, because if you go to the doctor, all of a sudden there are things that are wrong with you. But if you never go to the doctor, there's never anything wrong with you, and also you don't really need to go. I mean, okay, sometimes something could be very painful. Like sometimes I'll get a kidney stone, right? And I can go to the doctor, and maybe the doctor can make me feel better, but maybe the doctor's gonna make me feel worse. So what I do is I just point down to, let's say it's kidney over here. I just point down to that and I go, the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. And just like that movie, I vomit from the pain. So, because it's really painful, So you also might think, but what if you're seriously ill, right? What if you're seriously ill? Like maybe, you got something wrong with you and you're going to die. And the doctor's going to tell you that, you're going to die. Well, like I said before, I don't need that kind of stress in my life. But I don't want to go to the doctor and know I'm going to die because, I would just rather walk down the street and, I don't go outside. What am I talking about? I'd rather just walk into my kitchen and just fall down. So then it's a surprise death. And the reason a surprise death is better is you're not expecting it. So you don't have any stress in your life. That's right. All doctors do is give you stress in your life. And that's it. It's just stress and stress and stress and stress because they let you know that they tell you you're sick and all of a sudden you are. So that's just it. And also about dying, I don't really think that dying's a big deal. Okay, I really don't. I got to look at my notes occasionally here, right? So you're aware of that. So I don't think dying's a big deal because all it means is you're not alive anymore. That's it. That's all it means. You're not alive anymore. And there was a point where you didn't exist. Then you didn't exist. Look at your birthday. Do you remember the day before your birthday? Of course you don't. So it's the same thing. So it just means you didn't exist. And also, I got to tell you something else, all right? So when you die, okay, certain things happen to your body. Now, I'm a little overweight. And I realized I could go on a diet. But when you die, you decompose. So basically, death is a weight loss plan. That's right. And that's why there's nothing wrong with it. You get to lose weight and trim down. And it's just fantastic. All right, so I got to go. You've been a dynamite audience. I said dynamite audience before I even clicked on anything. All right, so I got to go. You've been a dynamite audience, and I love you. Okay, bye-bye.